we just gonna jump right into it, cuz we're gonna give you the floor. So let the folks know, man, who the hell is Rilow?
First of all, I appreciate y'all for bringing me on. You know what I'm saying? I'm honored to be on the show. Get a chance to chop it up with y'all boys. You know, Smake like family to me. That's my cousin Stephon. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm James Riley. Everybody that affectionately know me call me Rilow. I'm a product of Savannah, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? 912. Grew up there through the late 90s and the early 2000s. Then my matriculation as a young man led me to Atlanta, Georgia, where I attended Morehouse College. I was there for a couple years, met a whole bunch of good people who I'm still connected with today. But my main thing in Atlanta was working in the music scene with a company that one of my dear acquaintances, a dear friend, Alan Parks. Some people call him Mom, some people call him Al, Street X Al. He aligned me with his company, Street X Management, managed artists Cap One, Travis Porter, 2 Chainz, late great Young Dolph, and late great Bankroll Fresh, and a whole lot of other artists. And I was able to, work hand in hand with him, watch him do what he do, and everybody else in the company. And I was able to come along in the ranks and get me a job, management, and all type of other stuff, the entertainment, all type of other stuff that the Streets X umbrella afforded me, that places I'm still working in today.
Yeah, for sure. I think you mentioned fam, man. I think that's just something in our fam. I think we just blessed with that, cuz I'm gonna be honest with you. Like all of us.
I'm have to agree with you.
Yeah, all of us individually, everybody, you know what I'm saying? We lead in our own, own individual aspects, you know what I'm saying? But we all do our things, you know what I'm saying? I think that goes to, the way we was bought, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, 38th Street, East Side,
exactly.
Georgia.
See, I'm gonna agree with you, and I'm gonna take it a step further. We definitely some of the hardest, but I think it's just them kids from Savannah, man. You know what I'm saying? Just products of Savannah. You got people, you know what I'm saying, that from Savannah that done moved around and made big names everywhere. Still going on, just like late great Camouflage, like his daughter making her own moves right now in the music scene, and even bigger on the basketball scene. Yep. So Savannah just, it's a different place to come up at. So when you leave Savannah and you go somewhere else, I don't want to call it easy, but you got a lot of drive and a lot of know-how to get places once you get up out of there.
Yeah, you got to, man. And you said you mentioned Cat One. I met him. I was managing at the JW Marriott for a little minute. I had a little task force, little role to helping them out, get their valet situated. And he came through with his little shorty, you know what I'm saying? And he had some issues with his car. I'm just sitting there talking to him. He ain't knew who I was. I ain't mention you. I ain't mention nothing. But to sit, me and Cuz sat there and ended up talking for over an hour.
Shout out to Cap, man. My boy from Chicago, man. He one of the innovators in rap, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know, but he actually the first rap artist ever signed to Motown Records, you know what I'm saying? So that's how big Motown is. And for him to be the first rap act, that just goes to show how talented he is for a heralded label to believe in him like that and bring him on the first rap act when they was trying to transition into rapping. Over that, he one of the coolest and nicest people I know. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dog, Cat One.
For sure. And to go back to family, all of us family men, Crack, Crack got a little girl. You know what I'm saying? You got what, 3, cuz?
I got 5 kids, man.
You got 5?
Yeah, I got 5. And I got 1 crazy baby mama, so you don't see 2 of them that much, you know what I'm saying? So I got Savannah, that's my oldest, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got Chatham, that's my firstborn son. I got Charlie, them 2 by the crazy baby mama. And then I got the twins, Riley and Ryder, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, I'm done now. You can keep that number at 5. You ain't got to worry about no more.
Yeah, for sure. And Mike, you got 1, right?
Yeah, I got 1. You doing good. You doing good.
Yeah. Keep doing your thing, my boy.
Doing good.
Talk about Savannah. That's a rough place. We know it.
So my story a little different. So Savannah definitely my home. You know what I'm saying? That's what I represent. That's why I tell everybody I'm from. Like, I'm definitely a product of Savannah. But I was born in Bronx, New York. That's where my dad and mom was living. My mom and dad both from Savannah. My dad from Fairwood. My mom from Fairwood. My dad moved to New York as a kid, and he would come down south, and he met my mom, and he like snatched up and took her back to New York. So that's how I ended up being born up there. You know what I'm saying?
Because I never knew that.
Yeah, hell yeah. So we lived in New York for a little while. So that's how we all were so close. Because I would come down and fuck with y'all every summer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So remember, no, you good?
You go ahead, friends. Yeah, so I would come down every summer. Come down, you know what I'm saying? We be chilling on 38th the whole summer, and then I'll be across town in Liberty City with my West Side family, you know what I'm saying? Sooner or later, we moved to Waterbury, Connecticut. That's where I was at right before I moved to Savannah. So I had a whole bunch of white friends, you know what I'm saying? It was cool. I used to sleep over with white folks, kicking it and everything. Then when I was 10, my mom and dad divorced, and that's when we moved to Savannah. Okay. And that was like a whole culture shock for me, Savannah. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I had white homeboys in Connecticut. The school was like 50-50, but you know what I'm saying? It really wasn't I really ain't noticed no difference. When I moved to Savannah, it was like, it was black wash. You know, some people say whitewash, it was
Yeah.
black wash. You know what I'm saying? One not a white person in sight. So I had to deal with that for a little while until I went to Windsor. You know what I'm saying? So, but me being in New York and Connecticut, I always thought Savannah was slow, like when I came down for the summer. You know what I'm saying? But when I got to Savannah and started going outside and moving around, I noticed that these youngsters were made way more advanced in worldly things. I'm gonna put it like that, way more advanced in worldly things than the people from up north in the bigger cities. So
elaborate on that a little bit more. Go a little deeper into that, because you know everybody they call us Slovana. Everybody thinks Savannah's slow.
When I moved to Savannah, I was 10 years old, you know what I'm saying? In the 5th grade. So, you know, I was a year ahead, 6th grade. I mean, I was a year ahead from coming up north, you know what I'm saying? But I had friends that was already having sex, smoking weed and selling crack, you know what I'm saying? And they was the same as that age as me. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't going on in my neighborhood and my surroundings when I was up north. You see what I'm saying?
How you think that transition to you as an adult?
That shit, yeah. I got, you know, it was around the time when you know, gangster rap was just coming into play.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I got switched from, you know, the up north music to the straight down south music. So, you know, that kind of, it was a big culture shock for me. And I took to all of it. I wouldn't call it negatively, because I got some good things out of it and some bad things, but I definitely took to it like a fish out of water. I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot more interesting, you know, than watching cartoons. It was cool, but you know, it led me down some paths that it led me down a couple of different roads. You know what I'm saying? To some money, to some trouble, to some good rap friends. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, everybody knows it's good and bad out there in the streets. You just got to know how to weave through it. But you're definitely gonna get caught up in that spider web a time or two if you playing in both games like that.
You know what they say, you a G if you make it past 25.
Yeah, but they might start taking that number down the way these youngins act. They might start taking that number down. So it's wild out here these days. I'm kind of glad I'm gonna transition out that stage of life.
What's the biggest lesson you learned? Was it running into, you know, some type of trouble? What put you to the point where you was like, hey man, I'm done with this life?
Well, let me see. I don't want to say it because I don't want to be a hypocrite. It was never a point that really I said I'm done with it until recently, just because I got old and I was like, man, I don't got the time no more. You know what I'm saying? So
you went away for a little while, right?
Yeah, I got in trouble and I went to prison. You know what I'm saying? So when I got to prison, like that shit loaded. You know what I'm saying? Like you niggas who been that, they know, but it's a lot of folks in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm only in one prison. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking around. It's most of the folks look like us, you know what I'm saying? Black and brown folks. Don't get me wrong, they got white folks in there too, but most of the folks look like us, black and brown folks. But I'm looking, I've seen niggas coming in, they just turned 17, you know what I'm saying? But then I look on the other end, I'm seeing brothers, my uncle age 65, 66, 67, in the same dorm with these folks, you know what I'm saying? Sleeping on the same small, hard bed, eating the same little bullshit food, sharing the same little space in the same stale ass air. So that's when it kind of clicked to me, like, boy, I ain't trying to be old and this shit. You can't never do what you want. I'm not finna sit here and tell the kids, oh, this you it's horrible, you won't survive. Because obviously I'm right here, and everybody knows somebody that went to prison and been home, but it's definitely know where you want to be. You can't do nothing you want to do. You can't eat nothing you want to eat. You can't watch what you want to watch. You can't even take a shit when you want to take a shit without telling folks, hey, I need to take a shit. You know what I'm saying? It's extremely boring. That was the main thing for me. Like, I'm a person, I like to go out. I'm a people person. I like to show my personality. I'm lively, you know what I'm saying? I like to run around, jump around. It's nothing to do, you know what I'm saying? So if you're a cool person and you like to be around and you like to be, you know what I'm saying, uppity and smiling and laughing, it ain't too much of that going on in there. So that was the main thing that had a hold of me in there. It's just drab, man. You can't really look out the window on a sunny day. You know what I'm saying? It's the small things. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
No matter how much money you got, you can only talk on the phone, but a certain time, you get 15 minutes on the phone for every phone call, and they're astronomically high. And if you want to work the other way, then you gotta, you know, they got cell phones in there, they got drugs in there too. But you know that it's just like the streets. You get caught with that shit, you in even more trouble. So I just did my time on the under and couldn't wait to get out. You know what I'm saying?
You mentioned the young cats that's being with you being from, you know, New York, the Pope. You mentioned New Jersey. You mentioned Jersey as well. Connecticut. I'm sorry. You know, all these other places you've been. So you done got all these different experiences. What kind of advice you gave them young cats in there about how to not end up back in there if they ever got the chance? You ever got a chance to do that, or you was
Man, you know, the main. So believe it or not, man, you know, it's a lot of folks in jail, right? But you know, most folks in there ain't get caught red-handed, you know what I'm saying? Or if they did, you know what I'm saying, they still had a way to fight their case or something, man. So the best way for me to put this is watch your friends. And if you are, whatever you do, you know, watch who you do it around. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got a good idea, you don't want to tell too many people your good idea because they're going to steal your idea. But like, if you're going to do something bad, you don't want to do nothing around anybody either because they're going to let the world know. So my main thing was just like, no matter what you got, like, you got to hold it inside until you're ready to do it, because it's a lot of folks out here in the world that'll steer you down the wrong path, and you'll end up somewhere without them, you know what I'm saying? And they're going to be looking at you from the outside looking in, and you're going to be looking back through that window for a real long time, if you understand what I'm saying.
You would give brothers like us or anybody on the outside that same advice, or that's just some jailhouse?
No, for sure. That's life, period. That's just life advice. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, when I got in there, life gets simplified to the smallest, you know what I'm saying, the smallest simplicities of everything you could think about. You see what I'm saying? So it just go back to basically just like, you know, old parables, small stuff your mom and dad tell you, the cliche stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't understand that cliche shit be, you know it's right your whole life, but then you be like, damn, if I would have just listened, you know what I'm saying? Watch your friends, you know what I'm saying? Save your money, you know what I'm saying? 3 strikes, your ass definitely out. You know what I'm saying? That, hey, you drinking, get you a designated driver. Like, it's plenty of young niggas in there for bullshit, you know what I'm saying? But one bad night, you know what I'm saying? Just, You got to just think ahead best you can, but you know, you got to live life as well. So it's a hard pill to swallow, especially with the young brothers coming from the neighborhoods we come from.
Oh, for sure.
Really just take it one step at a time, man, and always do the right thing and treat your homeboys right, man. That's the main thing. That's big with me. Like, I don't want to call it loyalty, but you know, just be honest with your homeboys and don't cross nobody out. That's the biggest thing on me. That go for business, that go for streets, that go for friendships, and that go for relationships. Like, I believe everything in the world can be handled by the same set of principles. If you approach it the right way and you do it right, you're gonna get the right outcome.
For sure.
You definitely want to learn from your mistakes, because everybody gonna make them. So as long as you learn from them and don't make the same one twice, you know, you're a step ahead and you can help somebody else.
Like I said, and we've been hearing that our whole life, but it's so hard to learn. Like, I done make the same mistake 3 times and be like, well, I'm back here again. You know what I'm saying? So if the youngsters could get a hold of that, like my daughter, I got a daughter, she turned 16 in March, right?
16?
So yeah, she turned 16 in March, so I got to get this sweet 16 money together, whatever the hell that's going to be. But it's like, I see her coming into her, I don't want to call it that, but she becoming a young lady, you know what I'm saying? She a lot like me. So I'm trying to tell her, hey, don't make these same mistakes I did. Yeah. But yet again, she's still making them because it's her life and she want to learn how she learns. So one thing you could do is, you know, just like I said, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. In that young life, you know, both of y'all know, you're going to experiment. And whatever I tell you not to do, you're going to want to do it more. So I try to be in the middle parent, like, hey, this what, I don't be like, hey, don't do that. I be like, hey, this what this going to do to you. You know what I'm saying? This what this like. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? I've been there. So if that's where you want to go, you know what I'm saying? You take yourself down that road, but I'm going to let you know what it's about.
So Savannah's 16.
Yeah, she's 15. She in the 10th grade. She'll be 16 in March, going to 11 next year.
So that means that you were a father before you went in there. What kind of?
Yeah, she was.
How that changed you? How that changed when you came back out? Like, what changed?
That was the biggest part for me. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody follow me on Instagram, they know I'm majorly involved in my kid's life as much as possible I could be. You know what I'm saying? Me and Savannah, that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to tell people, you know, she made me a man. You know what I'm saying? I was young and I had it, but she's with me every day. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to kick it with her. But that was the biggest thing for me. You know what I'm saying? So when I got locked up, I think she was in the 5th, right? She was in the 5th grade, so I missed the graduation. I missed the birthday that year. I missed a couple of holidays. You know, she's come to the visitations. The twins was born too. They was babies. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I left my girl at home with 2 newborn babies. I left my other baby mom at home with a big girl. You know what I'm saying? So, and I just couldn't talk to them all the time on the phone as much as possible. So that was the main thing for me, to just missing family. And even niggas like you, like, you feel me? Like, I don't get to see you that much. So when I was in that bitch, you know what I'm saying? It was like, it felt like I ain't seen niggas in so long. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you that was the main thing, man. Like, I felt like I was useless enough. You see what I'm saying? To the people who really need me. Like, you never useless, but I can't reach out and touch you. If something would have happened to them folks, I wouldn't be able to help. You know what I'm saying? I just been there for like, damn. That's what happened. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So that's my main thing. It ain't nothing you can do from behind the walls. Like, it's a screen board. You got time to think, but you got time to think about the good and the bad. You see what I'm saying? You know how niggas be like, oh yeah, by selling that bitch, I thought I was playing, but I knew when I came out, I was gonna be straight. But that's just the half of the story. They ain't tell you how many nights they sat in that bitch and was like, boy, I can't wait there, boy. Fuck. You see what I'm saying? It's way more nights like that in there than them. Oop, I got it nights. You know what I'm saying?
So what was your?
I just felt useless to my family, just totally useless.
Did you have any? You set any goals for yourself? Obviously, you got some time to sit down and think, like you just said. It's time to sit. That's what they put you in there for, to sit down and think about what the fuck you got going on. So what you had?
Myself. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say goals for myself. I just knew, like I told you, I made my circle way smaller. You know what I'm saying? Because I was doing wrong. Don't get me wrong. When I got in there, I was definitely in jail for a reason, for the right reason. You know what I'm saying? I did what they said I did. But long story short, somebody told on me. You see what I'm saying? So I made my circle smaller, but then I just focused on the things that I knew wouldn't get me in trouble. Like, I ain't gonna say I had a plan, but I was like, shit, I ain't gonna do that no more. You know what I'm saying? Or I ain't gonna do that at all no more. I'm gonna follow these people who are successful doing these things. You know what I'm saying? And I'm already aligned with them. So maybe if I focus my time doing what they doing and not what I'm working on,
right,
then I'll be able to follow in their footsteps and level up. So I just I told you I already had it easy though, because I was connected to Street X, the company. Right. You know what I'm saying? So the whole time I was in there, I was hollering out folks like, hey man, when I come out, let's hit the ground running. Whatever you need me to do, I'm ready to do. And long story short, that's what happened. So I was lucky in there. You know what I'm saying? I had something to fall back on. Ain't like I had to go back to that same trap or, you know what I'm saying, that same neighborhood or the same bullshit situation. I knew I had a situation I could go into, and if I wanted to, I could make it better. It was all on me. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to focus, tunnel vision on that, and shit had got better.
Oh, for sure.
Real fast.
Yeah, I want to elaborate on that because I remember, the first time, and you probably don't even remember this. We talked about Petey. Shout out to Petey, by the way. Happy 40th birthday, cuz.
Happy birthday, cuz.
Yes, sir. So I remember one night, man, Travis Porter was in Frozen, right before Frozen closed. Petey called me. He's like, hey, cuz, we gonna go out. So, we went in Frozen. We in the back room, man. Everybody back there, doing what we do,
Yeah.
You got the females walking all around. I'm maybe like 20, maybe like 21, 22, something like that. Travis Porter was hot. When them boys
still folks changed my life.
Yeah, for sure. So man, the chick walking around, one of the females walking around, she was like, hey, you with them? I like, yeah, that's my family right there. You know what I'm saying? She just sat down on my lap. She's like, oh, I'm with you all night. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That it opened. I'm like, man, this is still James. Like this Miss Riley grandson. You know what I'm saying? This man. So talk to me. Like, what did it do for you? Like, talk a little bit about the industry.
You just said first off, shout out to Travis Porter. So I think anybody that was connected to that movement, in any way, near, far, like you say, like a girl just came and sat on your lap. You know what I'm saying? That happened many nights over and over and over again. Whole hotels full of them. So shout out to Strap, Ali, Quez, and the whole Porterhouse music group. But for me, like I said, I got lucky. It was every time I'm in an interview and they ask me, I use the term nepotism. You know what I'm saying? Because that wasn't my dream. You feel me? It was a homeboy of mine, Alan Park, shout out to him, one of my best friends 2 times. That was his dream, you know what I'm saying? And I support my homeboys 100%, whatever they doing. If he said he wanted to, start a trash truck company, then we was going to do trash truck companies. Like, when you told me you wanted to start a podcast, I was like, shit, cuz let's do the podcast, you know what I'm saying? Yep. So he was able to do that, and he just had me alongside of him. But from that, it made my visibility raise up even higher, even before I started directly working with the company. So it just, bottom line, it raised my value as a person in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I really believe in that. I don't believe that nobody's, better than anybody, but like Meek Mill saying an old song, it's definitely levels to everything. So basically it just leveled me up. You know what I'm saying? The bigger the company got, the bigger I got. The bigger the artists we got, the bigger I got. You know what I'm saying? The more money that the company made, the more things we was able to do and branch off to do. Like what most people know me for in the United States now when I go out on the movie roles, you know what I'm saying? So that was another dream they had. So that also came from the industry, you know what I'm saying? So we started with rap, then we moved into entertainment. See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
pressure.
that was, and for me, that's been the best part of it so far for me. That's been my best and my favorite part of it.
We'll get into that a little bit later, but shout out to everything you got going on. Pressure, by the way. Hey, I don't know what's in store for season 2, but hey, I'm ready for it.
Man, season that super fun. Season 2 definitely on the way. It's on the way.
Hey, y'all left us fucked up how y'all ended that one, man.
It's on the way. The new one coming out, so I ain't gonna say too much, but the new one coming out.
Right.
The new one is on the way. It's filmed. It's almost ready to go. So everybody be on the lookout for Pressure 2. It's on the way.
Okay.
Quick question. Did you see Studios X being as big as it is today? Did you see it back then? Or was it more so
man, I can't even lie. Being 100% with you, that's why I say Travis Porter and my guy Alan Parks, you know what I'm saying, they opened my eyes and changed my life. Like, you know, I'm like you said, I'm from Savannah. I'm sitting home watching the videos. I'm thinking that shit, I know it's real, but I'm thinking that shit fake. I'm like, man, nigga, ain't nobody from around here finna make it as a rapper. You know what I'm saying? And the closest nigga we had was Camouflage, rest in peace. He got killed. I'm like, well, yeah, if that nigga ain't gonna make it, ain't nobody finna make it. So you telling me we finna we finna do this and we finna do this map company, and I'm already doing this. You want me to trade this for this? If you get my drip, you feel me?
Right.
I'm like, hell no, I ain't doing that. Ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? But he believed in it. You know what I'm saying? Screechers Day started in a little discount mall. CD, shout out to Tech, Jason and Al. You know what I'm saying? They believed in it. I believed in them. You see what I'm saying? I didn't believe in it at first. You know what I'm saying? But I believed in them. So I know if they believed in it, eventually, you know, it'd at least get off the ground. But to tell you the truth, no, there's no way I believe it would ever been this big. And the business is still growing. They're transitioning to bigger things. Just stay on the lookout.
So you went from homeboy Rilow to manager Rilow to coach Rilow to so many different faces, man. Like how the hell, on top of being a father, man, like how the hell you handle that and handle the industry, you know, the monster that is.
But I was always a jack of all trades, you know what I'm saying? But all roads lead back to Streeters X, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was always trying to go to brand. That's how I became Coach Rilow, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to ABL, Ja the CEO. If you're ever in Atlanta during the summers, make sure you come down to Kip Gym and check out ABL. If you think you're raw enough, get a team in there. It's an NBA summer league, one of the dopest leagues in the country, if not the dopest. But the first year they were doing it, you know, we were trying to raise the brand. They were trying to build a brand, so we threw a team in there.
Yeah.
And we was on a team at first, me, Al, Labib, whole bunch of Savannah niggas, you know what I'm saying? But we ain't know it was like that, so we was getting whooped. So we had to call it reinforcements.
You know, my big bro, you know, shout out Marquis Cummins, man. Prayers up, you know what I'm saying, from his net, man. Rest in peace to Mr.
Net, man. I hit him yesterday.
Yeah,
but he got his, that's my boy Too Hard to Guard, you know what I'm saying? He was on the team. He was like, that the ABL brought me and him way closer, you know what I'm saying? But back to the main question, we were just trying to grow the brand. That's how I became Coach Rilow. That's how I got in the movies. All the opportunities really was afforded me by my friendship and to go to the companies.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, the company knew I was willing to do whatever it was that the company needed to help myself and the company proceed. So I was always willing to do this, do that, do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm a jack of all trades. So, you know, it just went hand in hand.
I think another thing we talked about, you know what I'm saying, you being all over, the New Yorks of the world, you know what I'm saying, the Jerseys of the world, the Connecticuts of the world, and all of that, seeing them different coaches, that allowed you to be a certain type of individual that people just, you know, you're a magnet. People just gonna come to you, for sure.
I'm definitely a social butterfly. Like I'm not, when I go into a room, I'm definitely gonna make it known I'm in the room. You know what I'm saying? If you're a person I want to meet, you know what I'm saying, person I've seen, I'm definitely gonna, hey, walk up, hey, my name is Rilow. You know what I'm saying? How you doing? Nice to meet you. Let's exchange info. Maybe one day we can get up. You know what I'm saying? Never be scared to make yourself known in the room. You know what I'm saying? Even if you feel like you ain't supposed to be in the room, or the people in the room are bigger than you, if you in that room, you're on the same level as those people. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and step up and let yourself be known. Never be that. It's cool to be the fly on the wall sometimes, but you know, flies get swatted in my book, so I ain't trying to be no fly on the wall.
I love that saying. I love that saying. So y'all, I know y'all do the turkey drives in Atlanta. I know y'all do a lot of community work as well. You know what I'm saying? I see all of that, you know, on the Street Exec page and on your page. So, you know, you're an inspiration to me, cuz you still Miss Riley grandson, but at the same time, it ain't no secret, man. You're doing some major things out here. So, you know, kudos to you, you know what I'm saying, for literally all of that, cuz all of
Appreciate
that.
Appreciate it. Thank y'all. That goes back to all my folks. First of all, I got to give shout out to my granddaddy, Clifton Jones. You know, he was an alderman in the 5th district in Savannah for 100 years. So I've been doing community work with him, you know what I'm saying? And then like you said, Spreeze, they got so many programs. Shout out to 2 Chainz. He just redid his whole high school gym, like state of the art, you know what I'm saying, North Plain High School. So, you know, you just see other folks doing stuff. Really, I just be helping other folks, man. When I see somebody doing something, I might just jump on their campaign. Hey, you need a little help doing this, you need a little help doing that, a little help doing that. These really be other folks' big ideas. I'm just a humble servant helping out other folks, you know what I'm saying, whenever they need me to help out, right?
I'm gonna call your bluff though. You say you a humble servant. I ain't gonna lie, man. After watching Pressure, you made that show, cuz.
Appreciate it.
But it's so effortlessly, man. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, I can't front. So I gotta give credit, you know, thank you. I definitely gotta give credit. I studied the script, I learned my lines, but I gotta give credit to the writer.
Dope.
H. Ross, he also wrote Take Off Your Trap and a couple other things. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know, he really put it in me, you know what I'm saying? He believed in me, like all that stuff that he wrote that. We all homeboys, you know what I'm saying? Everybody in Pressure that you see in Pressure and Take Off Your Trap, we all friends, you know what I'm saying? So Ross being Ross, like, he's so good at what he do, like he wrote that character Chance for me. So it's really like me playing myself. So he's so fire, he let me shine in my own light. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really have to act so much there. So it eased me into the acting world more easy. Shout out to my man Ross. You know what I'm saying? Y'all look him up, H. Ross.
So you think that was easier for you to transition into that role, to that character, because of your experiences, or because you prepared yourself on a professional level to get ready for those lines?
Pressure is 50-50. Pressure is 50-50. You know what I'm saying? The character's like a making of me. You know what I'm saying? Chance is like a making of Rilow. You know what I'm saying? That's art, how they gotta say, art imitating life. You know what I'm saying? So it was an easy role. On the settings that we use, like we could really shoot. The settings that we use, those are real hoods. Those are real houses. Those are real studios. Those are real cars. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, everybody's really connected. Like we really are homeboys. But the first one was Take Off Your Trap, the Bankroll Fresh movie. You know what I'm saying? That was raw. That was totally raw. You know what I'm saying? So after that, we saw the response we got from that, like, boy, this could be something. Like, people really fucking with it. They say y'all good. So after that, we kind of took it a little more serious. And, you know, we went ahead and had the full script. I read my lines for a couple weeks, couple months. I got it right. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, H. Ross, Howard Ross, he brought us through, you know what I'm saying, on that Pressure project. And, you know, everybody on that project they pretty already seasoned. You know, you got Young Jock, you know, he a character within himself. So,
man,
you know, I'm sitting right in front of him, going back and forth with the line, like, man, I can't fuck this up. You know what I'm saying? So he from, you know, Cat One, he got his stage presence, his artistry and his wordplay is immaculate. So, and he been like I said, he was signed to Motown, first rapper, so he been doing it for years. So I was working with a bunch of vets, and my main guy on there, Sean Baker, the detective, one of the detectives, he if you haven't noticed, he was already the shit then. He's blossomed so much since those movies. Like right now, he's on the Apple TV series with Ice Cube's son.
Okay.
He been in Superfly. He been in Tupac.
That's the light skin dude, right?
No, that's GC. He's actually a sports agent now. But the dark skinned older brother, he was a preacher in Take Off Your Trap.
Okay.
It's Instagram, Sean Baker Online. Matter of fact, I'm gonna hit him up. Y'all need to get him on the episode. That nigga's super dope.
All right, we'll love it. Bring him on, man. Long as you keep Stacy the fuck away from us, man. We ain't trying to have Stacy.
She was on the episode of BMF. She said everybody's still making moves. She on radio. Shout out to Bree Renee. She on the radio on 94.5 in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Our whole cast still making moves in the city, man. Everybody's still acting. Everybody she doing radio. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's still doing what they do, and we still gonna double back on that Pressure as well.
Okay. So other than Pressure, what else you got going on? You know what I'm saying? I know you got. Go ahead.
What is Out on the Limb? Out on the Limb. I got 2 new films coming out. Out on the Limb. Shout out my boy Okarike. He from Savannah too. He from Savannah. He gave me a shot. Shout out my boy Shot for Shot on the camera working there. So it was Out on the Limb. It's starring Jamal Gravy Woodard. Dude play Biggie and Notorious.
Yeah.
Yeah, he the star of it. And Trey Chaney, Poop from the Wire. They the stars of the movie. I got a supporting role in that little cool role. I can't say too much because
right.
Everything ain't even out, but the trailer is out. It's called Out on a Limb Film. The trailer's out. Shout out to my man Clay James, Southern Players. He also got his first acting role in there. He did a damn good job. So
he from the Post too.
Yeah, he from the Pope too. Yup.
Yeah.
Yep. So be looking out for that. It's a C Pope production, really. Okarike is his movie. He from the Pope. Clay James in there. He from the Pope, and for sure Rilow and I'm for sure from the Pope. And the next project, and I'm really proud of that's coming out, is called 18 the movie, and I got a major role in that. It's kind of different from me. It's the same, but let me put it, it's not as gangster as the shit that we usually do. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of acting in there. It's a lot of lines. It's the most. How do I want to say this?
Hold on.